Welcome to Sage Circle. I'm Amythyst. Straight away, I just want to mention I will not contact you offering you a reading or trying to get my bookings filled. I will not offer you any form of contact in that regard. I do not source out the work. My work comes to me. My gift draws in those people that need to have a reading or a healing in person, etc. with me. I do not have WhatsApp. You will not ever find me on WhatsApp. I do not solicit looking for work in that regard. I don't need to, guys. So if you ever come across Sage Circle or Amythyst Black offering people that, whether it's to you directly or others, you see it somewhere, please screenshot and find me. I'll have my details in the description box, and I'll be putting that disclosure in the description box as well. It's happening to a lot of really good readers. It's happening to a lot of really high-end readers, people that actually have, 500,000 followers or subscribers, as well as like the people that are new onto YouTube, like myself, who's only been at it for 6 months and has minimal. So, yeah, you gotta do the righty and let me know, okay? Anyway, let's get moving. So today's reading is literally with messages from horse. It's all about horse because I have had horse crop up every day since the start of last week, probably a week ago actually, today. And I think it's important that I now relay whatever messages horse wants to channel through. So this is a collective read. If it doesn't resonate, click off, do another reading, or listen to the whole thing and take out of it what resonates, and if things don't, leave it behind. I do not use tarot, as you guys know. I literally channel, and I've got multiple oracle decks to use while I channel, specifically just for the YouTube and my Facebook stuff. So I'm also on Facebook as Sage Circle, in brackets it'll say Amythyst Black. I have a Sage Circle group on Facebook, and I've also just started a new group with a long-term friend of mine, and it's called The Witches of Xanadu, so you can get on there and have a look as well. Okay, so let's get into this. Just give me a minute. Please, horse. Horse is here anyway. Guides, can we please come in? Whoa, Archangel Michael's in the room. Who else is here? Oh, wow. All right. If there's another guide in the room that actually works with horse, they're here. Okay, so I'm just going to relay a bit of information. Let's start the reading. So basically, I've jotted down some notes as I do whenever I do a totem animal read. If you guys are used to me doing that, or you know me by now. So basically, horses, the medicine of horse is associated with the wisdom and power found in remembering your total journey. It's about understanding how you can allow one or yourself to see the need to have a balanced medicine shield. It's about balance of instinct, that animal instinct, as well as that tame level of an animal, still using that instinct, but going right within yourself about it. Horse animal can represent sexual energy or emotions and passionate desires. It's also about freedom and not being under restraint of any way. It's again powerful and courage, and the medicine is about endurance and being noble. And sometimes it could be a message of some sort of competition going on in your life. Horse energy or horse medicine is about the physical and unearthly power. For example, the world over with horses, it used to be, or still is, depending where you are, that horses would enable shamans to fly through the air and to reach heaven on a horse's back, right? So basically, understanding horse, it's about wisdom and power found in remembering, as I said earlier, your total journey. It's about sharing your gifts and your abilities and being compassionate, which are the gateways to harness the horse power. So this is really interesting because obviously this reading is about strength and power and passion and emotions and levels of freedom and courage and things like that. Compassion and energy. It's a real weird thing, compassion, because there's multiple layers associated with that. It's about sharing your gifts and your abilities, right? Your strengths to do with what your gifts and your abilities are. So let's actually see, put that book down. Let's see what channeled messages are coming through from horse. What does medicine have to say through horse? What does horse medicine have to come out with us today? Please, horse, what would you like to say? Oops, this one's already flipped over. I'll pull out a few more. Can I have 2 more, please? Oops. Jumpers. 1 more, thank you. Oh, thinking of you, someone in spirit. Wow. Okay, that's a very specific message. All right. Okay, so what have we got here? Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions and healing and reflection. Wow. And we've got thinking of you, a loving thought, serendipity. Look at the color popping off this card. It's off the chain. And the next one says apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt or fear. Wow, but this woman's in bloom, right? There's growth going on here, but she's just a little bit nervous to take that next step. So it's interesting. I had a conversation about that just earlier, about being in the headspace and stuff like that. Okay, so let me think about this. Please, horse, what would you like to say? Okay, so horse is saying that across the board, generally with, I'm just listening. Yeah. Okay. So with people in general, there's been this level or this layer of courage that has been coming out in people in waves and divots. It mightn't be, it's not in an invasive or a harmful manner, but the balance for people knowing that what they've gone through, and this is in relation to all the lockdowns and stuff to do with COVID. I don't harper on about COVID. I don't need to. We all know what it is, and or we don't, either or. But basically what Horse Spirit is saying is that level of power associated with people having to go back into a space where they weren't able to leave from and stuff was still giving people the freedom to get in touch with themselves. And I know a lot of people's freedoms, all our freedoms was taken and all that sorts of stuff, but at the same time my ears are ringing. Wow. What Horse is saying is that level of resistance coming from that is coming out in layers with people now, and people are getting more courage to actually swap careers, study something different, put people in their place, stand up for themselves, say no, say yes, go out on a limb, be spontaneous or what have you. There's that real level of energy associated with Horse there. And what Horse is saying is that it's not over yet. There's still a couple of more months of that purge energy. And it's not purges in a negative purge, never at all. It's more so that like layers are being stripped off people. People might be wearing different clothes for a change, or actually like meeting or hanging out with different people, or your type of person that you would normally date, for example, is different, or the situations in your actual committed relationship is different. Like there's just whole different layers and levels that are going on. Now, thinking of you, there's two messages here. One is that somebody has been thinking and wondering about specific people or persons in spirit, and you're wondering if they've heard your prayers or if they can hear your thoughts and what you're thinking and the stuff you're saying to them. And this is a message from those particular people, whoever you are. Again, this is collective, saying they are thinking of you, a loving thought, serendipity. They know exactly what you're saying. They know exactly what you're thinking and feeling. Okay. So then the next card, and the other message associated with this is that Horse is saying to you, I have your back. You're putting a lot of love and heart energy into your growth, into your business, into your career, into your home life, into your parenthood, whatever it is that you're doing. You're actually taking the time to use that courage and the power that you've got within yourself to come from your balance of instinct, your animal instinct. You're looking after yourself. You've taken those next steps, or if you haven't already taken those steps, you're laying down those stones to take those steps. And it's what Horse wants you to know, that he has your back or she has your back, that they're thinking of you at this time, and they want you to know that they're helping you and guiding you to the light. And we've got here apprehension, making out into the world, and doubt and fear. So moving out into the world, So basically what Spirit's saying is that you've come so far, you've planted all these seeds, you've done all this hard work, but at the moment you're feeling a little apprehensive. You've got this apprehension going, like, oh, what'll happen if it falls flat? Or what'll happen if I wasted all that money? Or what'll happen if I don't get accepted? Or what'll happen if I spend all that time studying and don't get into the college or whatever I want to get to? Whatever your situation is, and it might be none of those things, but whatever it is, there's a level of apprehension. You could look at it as a bit of anxiety. You could look at it like you're being a bit more introvert at the moment, but what Spirit's saying is it's fine. Have a little rest, have a little minute to yourself, have a little rest, recalibrate, recoup, but don't forget that everything's in bloom here. Everything's growing. You've got what you've needed. Now, earthing, this woman is right down on the earth, which is where she needs to be. She's just in a restful state. She's not angry in any way. She's just at peace. And what Horse wants you to know is that it's okay to have a little pause in direction, to have a little lie under a tree, literally to get into some shade or do whatever, but you do need to actually get back up and use your courage and your strength and your passion and your drive to keep propelling you forward. Because remember, it comes from sharing your gifts and your abilities and being able to be compassionate that opens the gateways to really actually instill that power from Horse. Sacred journey. Life cycles, family transformation. Wow, this is so beautiful. Maybe you've just had something happen in your life in the last couple of days, or you know something's going to happen in the next couple of days that's absolutely going to change your life, and you're ready and you've been waiting for this. That could be what the apprehension's for. You're feeling it coming. Sacred journey, life cycles, family and transformation. Horse is saying that it's okay to have a solitary outlook sometimes. If you're going, well, don't really have that family, or by the way, happy Mother's Day to everybody that's having a Mother's Day some way, somehow, including the fathers out there and the other male family members that step up and do the maternal element of love and care. So what Horse is saying that it's okay to have that level of solitary sometimes, but at the same time, you have your pack, you have your crew, you have your team, you have your family, and it's all about your life cycles. So things are going to change. Things are changing for you now. And what Horse is saying is that stick your foot, I'm tapping my foot on the ground, push your hooves in, push your hunches down, and really push into that force of yourself to bring out that balance of instinct, because you'll know what's right and what's wrong. Excuse me, I need to have a drink. If you're actually not sure about something, don't do it. If you don't want to go somewhere, don't go. If you don't want to hang out with somebody, don't hang out with them. It's easy to say because people are in careers and jobs and positions where that's not that easy. You could be living in a toxic family life, but there's transformation and life cycles are changing here. Then the next card is loss, and it says grief, sadness and resurrection. So basically, I'll just show the card. So basically what Horse is saying is that if you've gone through that, or you feel like that's coming into your life right now, just remain true to yourself and use your horsepower to understand that you need to have your medicine shield balanced. You know, if you're tired, rest. If you're hungry, eat. But don't eat to the point where it makes you tired. For example, like, be realistic with your intake with things into your body. There could be some competition going on around you. That could be with the sadness and losses. Maybe you've walked out of some friendships. Maybe some family relationships have fallen flat. And what Horse is saying is that you need to go through that grief process. You need to go through that loss because it's part of your transformation, whatever it is. If you're worried about somebody in your life that's passing over, or you're grieving for somebody that has lost, because you did have the thinking of you card come out here, Horse is saying that they have got all your messages. I really need to reiterate on that. That Horse has taken your messages up to spirit. They've heard your prayers, okay? Now we've got a few more of these cards, and it says here, reflection, illusion, self-examination, and distortion. Yeah, and I think that's what people have been coming out of from the COVID stuff. That's what I was saying. There's been layers that people are able to strip bare with that level of self-freedom, that level of non-restraint when it just comes to being yourself. Like the amount of people around the world that have changed careers, studied something new, spent money on stuff that they know is going to alter or change their life. You know, the amount of videos on TikTok of people just doing funny little quirky things are just bringing out these whole new layers of their personality. And this is a self-reflection here. And it says illusion, self-examination, and distortion. And there's orbs going on in the card here. And what Horse is saying is that don't think for a minute that your gut feeling or your intuition is tricking you. There is a reflection element going on here, because what we put out is what we get back. It's not because you're bad and somebody's treated you bad or what have you. It's your energy reflection. Sometimes people need that energy to be shifted. There is illusion, self-examination, and distortion going on here. I actually think that that's about to change. What Horse is saying is that you're going to be stepping through that field now, that layer and that next element of your healing journey associated with the energy to do with stepping into that next phase of your own life, your horsepower. Because sometimes, again, the competition thought comes into mind. People really do love and care for us as humans and friends and family, but there is always a competitive nature. People secretly think, oh, why does she get to have that and I don't? Or, you know, they always seem to have luck and rah. Whatever your situation is, you'll know what it is, right? And then there's peace, and it says dissolving unwanted or disturbed thoughts. Now, this card actually, excuse me, is very similar to this. The colors associated with this. Peace, okay? Dissolving unwanted or disturbed thoughts. Now, I think that comes down with the reflection card and the loss card, and then the apprehension card to do with your sacred journey. You'll get the peace you want, okay? Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. Sometimes it's just a quick nudge from somebody else that helps us. I've never actually done a horse channeled message before from totem animal or medicine horse, and it's the energy associated with horse is actually very to the point. It's very business-like. It's all business at the front, you know what I mean? It's like there's not a lot of emotion associated with horse when it comes to the facts and the realities of what things are. Hey, horse, it's really amazing. Even though there's sexual energy associated with emotions and passion and things, that's different. That's just one example of what horse is. There are emotions evolved, but emotions on a, you know, a sexual nature, for example, or what have you, whether that means something to you or not, take it or leave it. But the energy with horse is very different. It's very business-like. At the moment, horse is not up for play today. And we've got two more of this deck. We've got Night Wind, Facing Fear, Subconscious Release, and Healing. Beautiful. So these cards that I've laid out here are almost like a journey on their own. It's almost like it's telling a story of what's happening in your life right now. So basically, there is progress on the path, and that's what this card here says here, right? There is progress on the path, and that's what horse is saying to you. It's about your balance of your instinct. It's about your power and your courage and your endurance and your nobleness. Sometimes it's about the physical and unearthly power. Again, shamanic levels of healing and gifts from spirit. And it says winter's end, regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcome. Wow. Those cards alone are just one reading in itself. Okay, so what's the horse have to say? Your horse is saying that it's okay. Again, you've planted your seeds, you've done your hard work, you're moving forward in yourself. It might be hard for you daily, you might be suffering depression. I am getting energies of bouts of depression here, even though a person mightn't think what they're going through is actual depression. But I think there is a bit of depression going on there. And horse is actually saying that, you know, with the apprehension card over there, it's okay. You need to have a little rest. You have a little rest, but you need to get up because there's growth, there's healing, there's courage, there's power, there's compassion to oneself. You're actually treating yourself the way you should be, whether you can see that or not right now. Winter's end, regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcome. You'll come out of the haze or the fog. Okay, let's look at the next set of cards. We've got rejuvenation. Are you kidding me? Regeneration and rejuvenation, all right? And it's plant. Look at this. It's green tourmaline, this card. Beautiful. So these are the Christian medicine oracle cards. They're shamanism cards. So green tourmaline. If you've got some green tourmaline, I recommend you pull it out. Rejuvenation. Yeah, that's exactly. Your horse is behind me, right behind me right now, saying that you really need to actually spend some time with the earth, eat some green food, lay around with the tourmaline. If you can't get any tourmaline, I do recommend for people to actually put it on a video or a picture on their phone. Sorry, I just had to pause the video for a second because I had a child that's arrived home from school and they've just been slamming doors and unintentionally just shut the doors and stuff. So, okay. All right. So you're going to go through that rejuvenation phase, but you need to come from that place of compassion for yourself, and you need to share your gifts and abilities, not just with the outside world, with yourself. Like I said, the energy associated with the healing levels of people with COVID has been phenomenal. Wow. Okay. Sorry about that. The wind slammed the door shut. I had to pause. My old mate the son come and apologized. Okay, so now we've got here is the shaman card, the healer, and it's Numite or Nummite, however you pronounce it, right? So what spirit is saying to you is that now's a really good time to go get a healing, go get a massage, listen to your binaural beats, do whatever it is that you need to do, go on a fast, eat different, that level of healing for you. Pull out your crystals, give them a cleanse, do some crystal healing. You know, it's really important right now to actually heal yourself. Your hands are open. They're open to receive, right? Horses are really different energy than what I've worked with before. Can I have two more? We've got inner wisdom, the Mother Gaia, right? You're at one with Earth. And then we've got moving forward. Oops. And it's an air element. So pushing through the bullshit, pushing through your headspace, pushing through things that, you know, don't make sense to you or that you're not sure about which way to step, because at the end of the day, whatever you've got going on in your life is a really important time now to shift those layers and to be compassionate towards yourself, to use your gifts, to be able to harness that horsepower. It's very, very strong. It's very, very powerful. It's a really, really good element for people that have business or are starting off in new businesses and stuff now. Horse is saying that there's a lot of blessings going around. Horse is saying that if you can get a horseshoe or draw a horseshoe, paint a horseshoe on some cardboard or some board on something, and then actually hang it up in your house above your door or wherever you need to go, that will actually help you at this time. You're actually really quite lucky when it comes to business and things. Now this little particular deck here, I do not own the rights to any of them. They're just channeled messages, channeled songs, sorry, that we all know. And I've just jotted down a whole heap of songs and I didn't even know what they were until I finished. So the first song, Stand By Me by John Lennon. Yeah, and I did say earlier, the horse has got your back. Horse is with you right now. You lean on them for strength and they'll give you the power that you need, but you need to be compassionate. It's not an energy of, cockiness, considering, or particularly if there's people being competitive. Stray from the Path, Wolf Down. That song comes out a fair bit. I bloody love it. Stray from the Path. I mean, it's a heavy metal song, I suppose, but it's actually the lyrics to the song that hold resonant. We've got LA Woman by The Doors. Woo! That's a very powerful song. Yeah. No Tears Left to Cry by Ariana Grande. And we've got one more. Forgiven Not Forgotten by The Cause. Wow. Okay, so Forgiven Not Forgotten, The Cause, Stray from the Path, Wolf Down, No Tears Left to Cry, Ariana Grande, LA Woman, The Doors, and Stand By Me by John Lennon. If you listen to any of those songs, you may get some messages that mean something to you, or those songs will remind you of a particular situation to what you've got going on in your life right now. Wow, crazy. So Horse is saying that people that are stepping into business and stuff, that there's a no-nonsense attitude. You know what to do. Stop thinking about it and step out of your comfort zone and actually step forward. If you don't know how to do that, meditate or call on Horse for some energy, or also do some sort of a meditation to link in with your spirit animal. Connect with Horse directly at this time. Horse is saying he won't always be here. I say he won't always be here to give you that guidance and that strength and the power that you need, but you'll get enough of what you need to be able to move forward for yourself. Okay, this is a little channel deck that I've made on my own, and I've had 4 cards fly out. First card says Faithful, Oath to Spirit, Self and Others. Yeah, I did say about being that compassionate place to yourself, a space on your own. Carbon, Chain Link of Communal Necessity. Chain Link of Communal Necessity. Next one says Self, Authenticity, can't even get my bloody words out, and Paint, Preparing for Battle internally or externally. It's more so about your war paint. You're going to war, you're going to battle, and it's not necessarily in a negative way. You're just coming out with your powerful forces. And I think that if this doesn't make sense to some people, just disregard it. It's no big issue. I mean, it is what it is. I think that people really need to actually stop fighting against themselves sometimes. If you're in a job you don't want to be in, instead of telling everybody you don't want to be in it, change your fucking job. There's always a means and there's a will and there's a way. You can push and strive for those things, and sometimes it's just using that sense of freedom and not feeling restrained to get you where you need, Understanding Horse will actually allow you to see that you need to have a balanced medicine shield, and you really do, right? We've got Attract, Evoked Intention. Oops. And can I have 3 more, please? Yeah, I said 3 more, not 33. Thank you. Season, Spiritual Mirror of Moods of Nature. Season. And that saying is, here for a day, not for a season, or what have you. Sometimes things happen in your life and you meet people and you experience situations specifically because they are part of your growth, and it's about your spiritual mirror moods of nature. You're mimicking or mirroring what's going on around you, and you need to use your power to push past that. Expression, Verbalism by way of herbalism. Oh, that's really funny. It's about being... It's another way for me of saying authenticity. It's about a verbalism by way of herbalism. It's about, what's the word? Organic. It's being organic, right? It's about your organic outlook and how you see the world. We've got Honesty, Sensory Experienced Interpretation. Yeah, 'cause it depends on the individual. Symbolic, Mental or Material Point of Significance. And we've got Ceremony, Rite of Passage. So whatever you're doing, you're on the right path. If you're having issues with somebody, you need to use your power of horse medicine to pull you through the other side. If you're dealing with a difficult elderly parent, or you're dealing with difficult teenagers, or whatever the hell is going on in your life, everybody is so different. But what Horse is saying is they're here to love and support you at this time, and that you really need to actually journal that down. I'm getting told if you can write some stuff down and make peace with it, if you can write some tasks down, if you could do like a little manifestation board at the moment or other things like that, it'd be really good to help propel you with what you need. We've got Beautiful Place. Yeah. And for me, oh look, there's bloody horse in the background, for goodness sake. So for me, what this is saying is, as in Beautiful Place for this particular reading, that the journey that you've come through, how far you come, it's a beautiful place. Where you are right now and where you've come from, it all links in, and it's a beautiful journey. It's a private space and it's beautiful, and you need to be proud of that. Sorceress of Light. Whoa. I got these cards for Mother's Day from one of my children, and I've got another deck I'll use shortly that I got from my other son. Got a deck. They gave me a deck each. So, Sorceress of Light. Yeah, you might need to do some energy healing. You might need to invoke some rainbow energy healing there. You might need to go and sit under a tree and literally bring in the energy and harness that from horse. You might need to go at a paddock where horses are and just touch one and look at one, you know, and just thank them and embrace their energy and power. Second chances bring success. Wow, diamond tiger and a black moon. Interesting. Second chances bring success. So again, with the apprehension card, you know, I've come so far and why hasn't this happened yet? And I haven't seen changes and I've really been manifesting to the best of my capacity, etc. Second chances bring success. You're on the right path. You're going to get your needs met and everything's going to work out just fine. Even if there's heartache and shit along the way, because that's what happens. So I'm just pulling a couple of these out because they're actually... Thanks, Spirit. I'll put them down. So we've got a few more of these ones of that deck. Beautiful. It says... Kin of the red-tailed hawk. Wow. Maybe you need to get some totem messages from hawk. Kin of the red-tailed hawk. Now, kin means family. So, and with hawk, it's right up there in the spirit world, as with eagle. Similar. It's right up there with the spirit world. And it's interesting that I mentioned earlier that in the shamanism world, that horses enable shaman to fly through the air and reach heaven. And this is what hawk does, or this is what eagle does. Same sort of thing. It's about going up to that closest space to the heaven realms and being able to have contact with that. So that's amazing. You've got a lot of people on your side in the other realms. Sage of higher knowledge. Wow, how beautiful is this card? There's the moon cycles cruising down there as well. So, and I did mention season before. This is what's going on here. And again, there's rainbow all around this particular person. And there was rainbow on the other card. And I said you might need to invoke some rainbow energy healing. I think that would work for you. But it's also horses saying chakra, chakra. So basically, you might need to do a little tune up with your chakras. It says here, power of the good. Wow. Yeah, you've done the right thing. You've moved through the channels that you've gone through. This is your end game here. This is what you're striving to get, power of the good. Again, the word power has come up from horse. And I said before, there's no negativity associated with this. Power of the good. That's what horse is saying. You're using your power for the good of what you need to get through in your life. And you're doing it the right way. Turquoise, changing women. Wow. And just look at the moon. Whoa. I've only just got these cards yesterday. I haven't even really flicked through them much, just a little bit, enough to have a look at them. Okay, so what horse is saying is that turquoise is a healing stone and it's a protective stone. And again, there were some other stones that come out. I said you might need to do a crystal healing. This is another message for that, and also with the green tourmaline. What he's saying is that if you can find something that you can use that is either the color of turquoise or you actually have turquoise, sleep with it under your pillow, bring it in, and it says changing, turquoise, changing woman. There's an element of change here. There's a feminine element here. Whether you're a feminine or not, or you're in your feminine element, it's not even about that. There's just a maternal love going in here. You're getting your support that you needed. There's change and growth coming on, right? And white buffalo woman, hopeful heart, see her sign. Now, this is the second time in the last few days that buffalo has come out. Buffalo is one of my main totem animals. Beautiful. So basically, you need to listen to what you need to do for yourself and have that courage and compassion for yourself. If you're trying to run a business, if you've got people that work beneath you and you're trying to maintain family or whatever your situation is, you still need to be grateful. It says helpful heart, see her sign. This is a sign from buffalo. This is a sign from spirit that you are getting what you need. Look up the meaning of buffalo. You'll find out what that means. Now, we've got no good thing shall be withheld. All your blessings are going to be met. All your needs are coming toward you. It might have taken a time. It might have felt like it's taken a season, as I did mention the word season earlier. But what horse is saying to you, look, you've got all this, you've got the element of the moon, you've got the power from the moon, you've got the animal spirit there, you've got transformation going on here, you've got your ancestors with you, you've got wise owl for knowledge and messages from spirit, you're in the night sky, you're in your element, this person is radiating, look, she's got a fire in her tummy, that's a birth, and it doesn't necessarily mean a birth of a baby, it's just a rebirth, it's just a resurgence, a regeneration, and it's tying in, you're getting your needs met, you'll get where you need to be, but sometimes we have to cut our losses, right? Sometimes we have to let the competition go or put the competition in their place. And sometimes you could be in competition with yourself. Can I have a couple of these, please? Horses are really different energy. It's beautiful, playful. Horses can be playful. Yep, there's two that flicked out, but not today, my friends. Pleasure, not playful as in neighing up at me anyway. Pleasure, responsibility, yes, wow. Trust, woo! And honesty, interesting. Maybe you've got a new love coming into your life because there is that sexual energy associated there with emotions and passions. And some people don't connect properly with people on that level. Holy shit, does that card say love? It was upside down while I was shuffling the deck. Look at that. My God. For those of you that this is about, you're on the right path. Holy shiz. Yeah, if the sexual energy isn't associated with you, take it as like a growth and a burning energy, a desire for growth and change, transformation. You don't have to look at it as in a carnal sexual energy, but for those of you that do, yeehaw, yippee-ki-yay. Can I have a couple more of these? Stallion. Grace. Wow. Initiative. Integrity. Can I have just like have a couple more? That's probably too many. Thank you. Okay, we've got upside down. Surrender. Thank you. I'll just put these down. Efficiency, spontaneity, and sincerity. Wow. Okay, so again, horse is saying that you have the power that you need from him. He's with you. He's letting you lean on him. He's giving you what you need. There's a couple more here that are turned up, right? Balance, giving, action, confidence, courage and serenity. Wow, so your needs are definitely going to get met. It's probably been a bit difficult. You probably had to purge and fast and cleanse and pull back and be through some shit time, and there's still a couple of tests out there in the universe. I think you're getting tested to that point where it's almost going to bring you to your knees for whatever you've got going in your life. Spirit's saying don't stress. Horse is saying I've got you, I've got you, I've got you, I've got you. And sometimes it's just something so simple as making peace with yourself about something, you know, and or making the decision in yourself, going, I'm going to do this, or I'm not going to do this, or it's time to break my vow of whatever, not your vow of marriage, but it's time to, like, you know, I'm ready now to step back out into the open. These beautiful, beautiful, beautiful decks. This is another deck my other son gave me for my Mother's Day, and I tell you, focus, and I tell you what, these are just off the chain. They both are. Both decks go hand in hand. So it says here, a base chakra blessing for soul vitality and stoic foundations that support the manifestation of my heart's true beauty for the highest good. Whoa. This one says, cleansed and energized, the sacral chakra births radical loving change to transformation potential into paradise and dreams into destiny. Whoa, I did mention that woman is birthing, you know, a new thing going on. The beautiful unknown beckons. As I summon my brave and trusting heart, my soul dances towards a stunning sacred destiny. Wow, look at that. It's fucking popping. Okay, wow, the energy of that's off the chain. Okay, it says here, I relax. A sacred shield of spiritual protection supports my heart in attracting exceptional blessings and generous grace. Wow. Grace come up here as well. I did say about the medicine shield, about having your medicine shield in balance. When you understand the power of horse, it'll actually bring your medicine shield in balance. And there's a balance here to do with that shield. I'll read that again. I relax. A sacred shield of spiritual protection supports my heart in attracting exceptional blessings and generous grace. Wow. And we've got here Archangel Metatron. Wow, big boy. So it says, Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon. Now, for those of you that don't know, they're classed as twins. I think Archangel Sandalphon is feminine energy more than a male energy, but it is what it is. You take it however you want, or you don't take it at all. But the reason why they are twins, it's not because they were born from the same mother's womb. It's because they were the only two mortal beings that have ended up in the angelic realm to the degree and the capacity of what they are, and that's what makes them twins in that regard. Beautiful. I actually, as you know, or if you don't know, I have a certified and accredited advanced certification in angelic healing therapy. Okay, so it says sacred manifestation ensured, 444. Archangel Metatron, 444. Sacred manifestation ensured, 444. Archangel Sandalphon, 444. And it goes back around like that again, right? Wow. Actually, they're really fucking wicked. Can I have a couple more, please? Whew. So Horse is just saying, Horse has actually settled down now. Horse has been standing around behind me and walking back and forth behind me, and his head's been coming over my shoulder, and he's nudged me in the back of my nape a couple of times and stuff like that. But now, and he showed me a big tree earlier and stuff like that. But now Horse is actually sitting down behind me with his head facing, looking past me. Okay, cool. This card says, I feel my heart's sacred wisdom supporting my soul unconditionally and restoring my being with deep and true love. Wow. 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 Okay. Next one. I ground my energy, creating a safe, secure, and loving reality with the universe as my ally. Woo! Oh, yeah. Can I have a couple more of these, please? 3 more. Diamond Chakra, Wheel of Fate. Signals, time to realign and contemplate. Balance attained, blessed outcomes ordained. Whoa! Wow! Okay, we've got, this is 1111. Guys, we're off the hook here. It says 1111 answered prayers, 1111 answered prayer, 1111 answered prayer, 1111 answered prayer, and 1111 answered prayer. So, you get what you want, you get what you wish. I did say all your needs will get met. Savoring life with gratitude gives rise to crescendo of loving consciousness, shifting paradigms and opening new creative pathways. Holy shit. If you've just met somebody or you have an opportunity to have a situation with somebody in your life right now, take it, because this is highly, highly guided by spirit. Whatever it is, stand in your fucking power, man. And power doesn't have to be bad. Okay. Luminous grace and spiritual love awaken and emanate through me in a detectable divine offering of hope and healing for all beings. Wow. These cards are amazing. Can I just have 2 more, please? Okay. 333. Purple ray. Okay, where does it start? There's a dot here on the page. Okay. 333. Wow, guys. All these power numbers. Spiritual protection through creative expression. Purple ray aligns heaven and earth. Your path is in accord with the universe. Wow. Okay, 2 more. We've got clear and refreshed. The third eye sees the truth. My soul is blessed and growing into a loving vision of exquisite evolution. Wow. Can I have one more? I'm getting told to reshuffle the deck. Amazing. Yeah, Horse has settled down now. Horse was actually ready to play now. Horse's tail is moving around. Okay, it says, from quiet and peaceful to rapturous and vibrant, I feast upon the scrumptious banquet of my soul's journey of rainbow wisdom. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Messages Horse. Thank you, Totem Horse. Honest to God, I have messaged, oh God, I can't even get my words out. I have mentioned, this is 3 times. This is the 3rd time rainbows come up. I mentioned twice already about getting some sort of angel healing element happening. Angel, rainbow, same thing, right? Same thing, different thing. Wow. So can I just grab a couple of cards out of it? I've used Spellcaster's deck. I'm pulling it out now. I used it the last reading I did, but it was really important today to pull out this deck again. Okay, we've got love. Holy shit. You are loved. Horse loves you, man, and you love yourself. Can I have a couple more? Thank you. Inspiration. Oh, reconciliation. Wow. Holy shit. Commitment. Oh, guys. Confidence. There's a confident card about courage, you know. Home. There's no place like home. Home is within. Home is where you need it to be. Family. Wow. Can I get 2 more? Grieving. That's the second time that message of grieving has come up with the loss. And it could be the loss of self. It could be grieving from change. It could be you could have been pushed into a position where you've had to grow and you weren't ready to, and that level of grieving. And it could be actually be grieving. Transformations coming up all over the shop today. Look at that. So beautiful. Again, there's orbs here. You've got a lot of people in spirit looking for you, out for you. Look, answers. Actually, earlier today when I shuffled this deck, I was on the phone to my girlfriend doing a video call, and she's seen all these cards fly out, and this was one of them. Interesting. Whoops, that one's just flicked out. Trust your process. Trust what you've got going on. You're exactly where you need to be. Horses saying that it's okay to shed a few tears. It's okay to get a bit grumpy. It's okay to have a let out. It's okay to have some time on your own. It's okay to have that level of solitary outlook when it comes to meeting your own needs. But at the same time, you do have a lot of support. You do have a lot of people that have your back, whether in spirit or in flesh or both. Clarity. Can I get 2 more? Because these are just woohoo. Animals, there you go. And well-being. Wow. So, okay, just let me finish off what horse wants to say. I'm just listening. Oh, Archangel Raphael. Hello. Hi. He's actually saying that he's helping people shift and clear those last few blocks when it comes to a creative endeavor. That you need to work on your heart space and you need to work on your sacral chakra and your solar plexus at this time. I know the root chakra come up earlier today, and I had mentioned possibly getting your chakras in tune. Archangel Raphael is saying that things will pop into a better position and realign a bit better if you were able to just realign your chakras and work on your creative element, because whatever your level of creativity could be, it could be to do with business, it could be to do with home, it could be to do with just drawing on a page, whatever it is, even just a response to how you need to handle a situation in your private world. Archangel Raphael saying you need to get creative with that, but you've got a few blockages going on. Horses actually also saying that you need to eat clean. If you can eat clean at the moment, don't not eat, but eat clean. Don't have, like, you know, have fish. If you're going to have fish, don't have it crumbed or self-batter or self-crumb or what have you at home. Eat as healthy as you can, you know, eat some greens and whatever, like have some water, flush your system out a bit, because you need to eat as clean as you can right now, because some really wonderful things are about to come in. Things are going to slot into alignment for you. Wow. We've got, I love these cards. I could go through every single one. Through the sacred circles of healing, I serenely integrate spiritual talents and soul wisdom into my heart. I am ready for empowerment and loving expression. Wow. And that's the expression when it comes to that emotion and that sexual energy and that passion. It's about that expression and that creativity. Again, for you, it mightn't be from that sexual nature, but it comes down from that space in your body, root, sacral, and solar plexus, right? It's just about birthing of new ideas. And my soul radiates confidence and creativity, creative potency, to accomplish my sacred purpose. I'll do that again. I'll heal into joyfulness. Okay, my soul radiates confidence and creative potency to accomplish my sacred purpose. I heal into joyfulness. Wow. Can I just get one more, please? I love this fucking deck. Okay, got 2. I tune in to faithfully listen for the authentic, empowered, creative voice of my soul guiding me flawlessly on my life journey. I did say about the creativeness here. It's on the card. I just mentioned it before. Authenticity's come up more than once today. Being empowered, the power of horse. All right, it's all there. It's about your path and your journey. The unexpected is a secret grace that enhances my soul awakening and nourishment. Oh, God, I'll do it again. The unexpected is a secret grace that enhances my soul awakening and nourishes my divine potential. Wow, look at that. It's just off the hook. And I'm just going to get 2 or 3 more out of here. Thank you. As final words, horse. Horse is saying you just need to switch gears. You can chill out a little bit now. You've done your seed. You've done your work. Don't be so apprehensive. And if you're going to have that level of apprehensive, just understand it as a stepping stone on your journey. You need to earth. You need to ground. We've got boldness. Absolutely. Satisfaction. Adventure. Risk. Sometimes we need to take risk. Enthusiasm. Discipline. Can I get 3, 4 more? Okay. Thanks. Care. Acceptance, harmony, and detail. The detail is in the little things. Okay, Thank you very much. Wow, that was really intense. It's not what I anticipated. Oh, I've just picked up the song cards. Let's pull out 1 or 2 more songs. It's funny when my body just clicks in and my mind just works in a way that Spirit's just cruising along with me. Can I just, there's too many there. Okay, Fun by Pitbull and Chris Brown. And Sorry by Justin Bieber. Can I get one more? One's on my lap. Drive by Incubus. That comes up a fair bit. And can I just have one more? Horse is saying that you just need to be gracious about how far you've come. You just need to stand in your grace and your power. Ambers by Lamb of God. That comes up a bit. Definition Bad Mass comes up a bit. And Wood by Alice in Chains. Wow, man. We're going the metal element. Yeah, Horse is saying that you're doing really well. You've come really far. Nobody Love by Tori Kelly and Press by Cardi B. Okay, so yeah, Horse is saying you need to be proud of yourself, that you need to remember to remain in the power and healing element of medicine to do with Horse. You need to keep the gateways open again by sharing your gifts and your abilities and being compassionate, not just to others, but also to yourself, and that'll keep the gateway open. This reading was nowhere what I expected. Yet again, I didn't know what to expect, but I love the messages, and it's quite interesting working with Horse. Interesting, different. So, blessed be, blessed are the witches. Like, share, subscribe. Again, YouTube and also Facebook. The group on Facebook is called Sage Circle, and there's another one we've got on there now called Witches of Xanadu. So, love you guys. Take care. I'll be back. I've got to do a couples one, actually, what I said the other day, so I'll do that in the next few days. Okay, bye.